was a black god represented by a black bull whose hide denoted his black skin.
Here's the picture that he showed on the screen. It's a deity El, the god El. Pay attention to the crown or the headdress, if you will. This is a picture from the front of the same statue, a little closer, and a little bit from the side here. Now, this headdress is actually the Atef crown. If you go on Webster's online dictionary, that's what it says. Atef is the specific feathered white crown of the Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the head jet, the crown of Upper Egypt, with red ostrich feather for the Osiris cult. The Atef crown identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian painting. If you go to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster, it says Atef, hold on, a tall crown with a long feather on each side, shown in the art of ancient Upper Egypt as worn by Osiris. Okay? Here you can see Osar or Osiris with the Atef crown. This is from the papyrus of Nebket. It's actually in the Louvre Museum, and you can see me filming that papyrus on the video entitled Reality Check. Why black people ain't going nowhere, but you might as well put Afro Style Reality Check, it's gonna come up. And in here, it's also from the Louvre Museum. You have Osiris in the middle with the Atef crown, and the description for it, if you go on the website of the Louvre Museum and you type Royal and Divine Triad, you can do a search and you will see they mention that he is actually wearing the Atef crown. Now finally, you can compare the crowns. Okay, first you have the god of the Arabs Negroes, which first is El, but somehow some way becomes Allah, but that's up to y'all, that's up to the doctor. And then you have the one that I showed you, Osiris. Then again, from the front, compared with another statue of Osiris, and then finally the same statue from another angle.
Biblical king's seal discovered in dump site. This is the royal seal of the king Hezekiah, and here we have an ankh. And finally, last but not least, you need to see it to believe it. The God of the Bible, El, slept in his own dung and urine. This is Ugaritic Narrative Poetry, page 195. And we also have this book here, the Masriah in the Prophetic Literature, where it clearly says that El floundered in his own feces and urine.
On mute. I hope you're doing well. Let me check the sound first of all. World premiere. That's what V. Bennett wrote. Okay. Oh, it's loud. It's loud, so I'm going to reduce the stuff. How about now? Microphone check 1 2. That's better. All right. The title of this video is Maat is a bird, in parentheses, Reggie's magic Medu nature, capping for the Hebrews. Now, technically, I wrote Medu nature. The turn, the church sound, well, more or less interchangeable. It's debatable, but many people are familiar with seeing nature written just this way, rather than NETCHER. Okay, but really, according to the transliteration, it's supposed to be pronounced Medu nature. But anyway, those who will take classes Well, no, and those who have taken classes or studied on their own probably know this already. So, Reggie's magic Medu nature capping for the Hebrews. I don't know why he's doing this to himself, man. But it's as if every time he speaks, he gives you material. It's like he just love. I don't know if he loves the attention. He wants to be in all discussions. But I mean, I thought it was only the Riparianites who were doing magic Medu nature. But I guess it's just easier than the normal Medu nature. It's just easier to ignore Rama and just. So I'm just preparing the viewer so I can show you directly from the book. All right, it won't be long. Just have to plug it. I bought this thing just for you, brothers and sisters. Just for you. So I'm about to plug it. And I will see that you don't have to take it from me. All right. So I don't know where they get those stuff from, man. Magic Medu nature, man. Now, of course, the scheduled program will take place in less than an hour, actually. All right, let me open the program, then I will go to the chat quickly. So, program is here. All right, good. So, let's rotate it. No, let's go. Bear with me. Put it this way. Put it this way. Just the book. No, if I do it this way, no, it's better if it's here. So I can open it. Don't know how to reduce off. No, it's not that. Okay, well. Okay, well, better than never. Better than anything. Let me share it. But I should share the comment first, though. You got to see, brothers and sisters. I mean, Reggie is just losing it in front of our eyes. When people say he makes the worst arguments, he's just like, he just want to say something just to refute you without even thinking. It's just sad, but hey. Let me mute here. Let me do that. And then have his comment ready. Yeah, I got it ready. So I'm going to share the screen now. Oh my goodness. Oh my neferu. Now, share screen. It's brother, man. Oh, elder. The elder is like on some other stuff. So let's make it larger. Now I'm going to give you the link where he shared that comment. The chat is not there yet. It takes a while. But I took the screen print as the live stream was on. It was our brother Chris MVP Harris who had the live stream. You have the title and the link in the chat. And Reggie wrote that statement. Now, he put 2Ks. It's only 1K in my name, but. And he wrote, Shaka Kemet lied on Ma'at. She's depicted. She is depicted with a bird feather. Jehuti is her spokesperson, and then he added, he is a bird. You know. Now, Mentuson is asking, where you stay now, bro? I'm in France. For the record, we have 27 people online. The last stream started 12 minutes ago. We have E. Bennett. We have Mentuson. You had me in tears with world premiere line. But there's some other world premiere later on, In the next live stream, I will show you those attestation of Moses and, and I mean, damn, it's some things people never seen. Tell the Hebrew Israelites to tune in. And I told Reggie they should tune in as well. So Reggie earlier already made a statement saying, keep Black America at your mouth. It looks like Will Smith inspired many people. All right. Share the book. But I guess I have to reduce the window. Oh, it's playing up all the time. I'll get there. So here's the book here. So you can see this is Alan Gardner's Egyptian grammar. And you can see it says third revised edition. I wish I could remove all this stuff off the screen. I did not really go to the menu. There's probably oh, I don't want that. Oh snap. Shouldn't have played with it. Oh my goodness, shouldn't have played with it. There's probably a way to remove all this stuff, but I'll look for it some other time. But it says third revised edition. See? Let me go back to the screen. Where is it? All right. I'm gonna even make it larger. All right. So the Ma'at. See this book here? Jan Asman, very heavyweight, PhD, Egyptologist. That's French, but it's a book about Ma'at, as you can see. All right, so here you have the depiction, and you can see the ostrich feather, and in the back, this is the typical glyph for Ma'at, and you can see the ostrich feather, and usually she has the ankh. So that glyph is reference C10. So we go to Egyptian grammar. Oh, there's a light on the stuff. Where's the light? Okay. So go to C10. For those who have the actual book or the PDF for that matter, I'm not moving this stuff too much, but you see, page 449. All right. So you see here, C. Okay. Here, 10. C10. I think there's a way to zoom. So do that. Yes. So you see, that's actually the ostrich feather on top of her head. Goddess with feather on head. Here it doesn't specify ostrich, but she has a feather. All right. So there it is. Ma'at, the goddess of truth. All right. Oh, I didn't know I could zoom in like that with the trackpad. Good. Now, the one for Jehuti, it is G something. So I think it's G26. Yes. So for those who do have the actual physical copy or the PDF, it's page 470, you see? And that's nice, man. So for the record, you have G, right? So we go down. Hold on. All right, G26, Sacred Ibis. All right. So this is an Ibis on the standard. All right. And here is a transliteration for Jehuti. Okay. So you don't have to take it from me. You can take it from this PhD, from this Egyptologist, who's very well respected. All right. I'm sorry, I don't need to share that no more. But I want you to see, even in terms of logic, about his comment. Now, the dude wrote that I lied on my. Oh, you know what? I want to show you. Give you the link, because he said that I lied on Dia, and he made a fool of himself. Every time he's trying to correct people or trying to kick knowledge, But do you know why he's capping for the Hebrew? Because the Tazaria guy said Ahmad is a bird. And maybe who knows who told him that. So he wants his opponents, I mean the opponents of other people he hates on, to be so right that he will say that they are correct when they are wrong. It's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? So let me just show you for the record, so you know, when he said that I lied on the up, I'm gonna put like this. And the title is only because he used that term towards me. I don't really use this kind of, vernacular on a regular basis. That's a video where he actually congratulated a person who said that the ancient Egyptians were white from Caucasian from pre-dynastic time. He said, "Good job." So here's the link in the chat. He said I lied on Diop. So guess what I did? I went and showed you Diop's book from the UNESCO website. He don't get no better than that, So he loves to say that people lie on such and such when he's the one just lying, making stuff up on the fly. I mean, that's his new tactic. It's easier to make stuff up on the fly rather than go through literature, articles, and books and quote. It's just easier. I make some stuff up. So when he's talking with neophytes, he can confuse them. But unfortunately for him, I'm not a neophyte. So here, he wrote that aloud on Maat that she is depicted with a bird feather. So we have seen that on the book of Gardner, Egyptian grammar, and she is indeed depicted with a bird's feather on top of her head. That does not make her a bird. I mean, at this point, you don't even need to know the Medu nature. When he puts that she's depicted with a bird feather, nowhere does he say that she is a bird. Then he's going to try hard to cap for the Hebrew dude, and he's going to continue writing Jehuti. He should have put a capital D, but it's okay. We get what he was trying to say. That's the MDC, the Manuel the Kodash. But it's all good. I ain't mad at him. Jehuti is her spokesperson. Dash, he is a bird. I mean, here, like, I don't mean to be horrible, but is it Alzheimer that's beginning to show? Or does his hate blind him so much that not only he makes the poorest arguments, but he's just making a fool of himself? Like he's reflex. That's why sometimes there's so many typos when he writes. He just wants to let his animosity out so quickly. How can you say she is depicted with a bird feather and then he is a bird? Cannot be a she and a he at the same time. Jehuti is indeed depicted, as we have seen, cardinal reference G26, as an ibis bird on a standard. We see him in the Papyrus of Ani, or Peret Em Heru of Ani, located in the British Museum. We do see him standing, taking notes when there's the weighing of the heart on the scale. You see? So he has an anthropomorphic form, like a human body and the head of an ibis bird, But commonly we have this glyph where it's an ibis bird on a standard. That's Jehuti. That's not Ma'at. I mean, Reggie, why do you make a fool of yourself so much, man? See, Jason Edwards, he's 23 years old. He studied Medu on his own. He wouldn't make that kind of mistakes. Brother Jason, I don't know if you're aware, but this is Reggie Mabry. This is our elder. He's 56 or 57. And Captain Tazaria, in our discussion yesterday, that I will address later on, it's going to be 4 p.m. EST. How much time we have? We have half an hour? Yeah, 35 minutes. In 35 minutes, Captain Tazaria said that Ma'at is a bird. So I told him, no, Ma'at is not a bird, But Reggie Mabry, who wants to cap so much and so bad and so hard, that's the comment that he left on Chris MVP. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the elder Reggie writing that I lied on Ma'at, that she is depicted with a bird feather, that Jehuti is her spokesperson, and he is a bird. She and then he, two different entities. I mean, man, that's a bad try, my brother Reggie. Elder, you're going outside for real, man. Jason wrote, yeah, Reggie says crazy, inaccurate things when his emotions get high. Man, that Reggie, for real, stop it, man. Dang. It's sad, man. I mean, if guys want to claim victory over Wayne, it is what it is. But you cannot get every single point. Like, come on now. This guy's trying too hard. Let me see the comments quickly, man. For real, man. No. Shaka, we want you to talk about African Americans tonight. Well, I will talk about what I've been talking about for 18 years now. And in 2 months, it will be 19 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reggie is saying, keep Black America out of your mouth. Like, I've been talking about Black people worldwide for, nearly 2 decades. So, Mendelson wrote, I see what's the cost is. Okay. All right. We have Shabaka in the place to be. Okay, the Lion Den just had a good presentation on Kemet. All right. Reggie be saying anything. Oh, man. I've been in the BHI, I guess that's Black Hebrew Israelite Temple before, man. They have pseudo books in it where they try to convince you King James is black. Yes, yes, and that's one of the questions I wanted to address yesterday. But we had a non, what's the word again? Um, what's the word again? Um, a non-neutral moderator. So I was trying to deal with two people at the same time. That's what we've seen with Ong and Reggie. That's what they like to do. They cannot hold their own by themselves. They always need help. They always need people. But I was going to ask a question. What I'm saying, because I don't know if ISUPK do teach that. So Man to Son wrote, I'm starting to feel bad for Reg. Shabaka wrote, Reg just wants to be famous. That is exactly what they've been doing, trying to catch neophytes. Law, BHI do the same. Yeah. So some people just want to stick on to Clubhouse, and when they see somebody has some level, then they're gonna find some excuse like, I'm busy, I have to go. As a matter of fact, I almost forgot. I want you to hear Chris say from his own mouth. Hold on. I'm looking for the part. Hold on, just bear with me 1 second. You're gonna be laughing, brothers and sisters. I'm warning you. I'm looking for the part. You gotta hear it, brothers and sisters. I'm still looking for the part. You really have to hear this, brothers and sisters. Shouldn't be too long. Hold on. I must have skipped it, but let me just tell you, in that link that I gave you here, you will hear Chris MVP Harris stating that he had a conversation with Tazariak on the phone with Sarnetta about a debate. And the funny thing is that Tazariak was saying, well, I need something to attack. And Chris said, okay, I will talk about Ma'at. And when the chat will be on, because sometimes the chat comes quite quickly after the live stream, sometimes a few hours after, sometimes even like the next day. When the chat will be on, make sure that you put all messages, because usually by default it says like, it's a selection of the messages. You will see that I type, and I'm paraphrasing. In order to debate him, he will want you to send him your presentation by the post and also a digital copy. And a few seconds after that, you will hear Chris MVP Harris say that Tazariak asked him to send him, and I think it's the principles of Ma'at, but something to do with Ma'at. He asked Chris to send him the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, I mean, it's not even being prepared at this point. It's like really like, what are you going to talk about? What are your points? What like he wants to know. He wants those guys just used to debate neophytes, and they want to act like they know it all. But it's okay. You will hear it. Maybe I don't know if I have time to look for it actually. Well, I might have time because I've said everything I need to say. So just for the record, so I can substantiate that, I'm gonna get myself ready to prepare the upcoming stream. So just bear with me, and I will share the link to the next live stream. But Reggie, man, for real, man, this is getting pitiful, man. So every time you try, you fail. You know, and you're doing this to yourself. You don't even know you're capping too hard, Reggie. Look what you did to Dragfield. You had him thinking that he could go toe to toe with Jabari, and then the rest is history, man. Just take it easy, slow down, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad look, man. I never thought you would do Magic Medu Nature. I mean, Reggie's criticizing Jabari for not having a sufficient Medu Nature level, you know, because he apparently decides, who has the appropriate level. But I never seen Jabari doing Magic Medu Nature. I mean, have you officially joined the Riparianites? I don't know, man. So now I'm going here. Next stream is gonna be bananas, man. Celebrating the death of black people. Can you believe it? Oh, that master has already left a comment. $22. That's perfect. It's gonna be right on time. I'm gonna give you the link to the next live stream that I just started now. There you have the link. Now, finally, what do we have? No, I went through that already. Bennett wrote us, it's idiotic to say it's bird. It sounds like he's on the net while having a mental breakdown. You know all that, but can't tell you the Nile Valley civilization developed of the Nile. Everybody click on the vid. Well, good fella Nell on the place to be. Well, that master as one the place to be. My father, as long as you stay true to yourself, you'll always be a winner. All right. So once again, you have the link here. Just join us over there. I have an intro that's about 20 minutes, really. So the scheduled time is 4 p.m. EST. So that's actually in um 21 minutes exactly. All right. If Bennett has already joined us over there. I will share that link also in the comment section when I finish this live stream. All right. So there will not be any outro. I'll catch you on the other stream. All right.